On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Paralyze.
To cause a person or part of the body to become unable to move or feel.
Examples:
Paralyze a city. Paralyze a person. The venom from the snake bite paralyzed his arm.
Seminary.
An educational institution, typically for the training of candidates for the priesthood or ministry, a school for higher learning.
Examples:
Theological seminary. College seminary. He enrolled in the seminary to study theology and become a minister.
Idealist.
A person who is guided by ideals or principles rather than practical considerations or reality. A person who seeks to achieve a particular vision or goal for the betterment of society or humanity.
Examples:
Idealist at heart. An idealist perspective. As a dedicated idealist, she always fought for what was right, no matter the cost.
Ignite.
To set on fire, to cause to start burning.
Examples:
Ignite a boom. Ignite passion. He ignited the fireworks with a single spark.
Nonviolence.
The use of peaceful means, such as civil disobedience or passive resistance, rather than violence to achieve a goal, especially in the context of political or social change.
Examples:
Nonviolence movement. Nonviolence protest. Martin Luther King Jr. was a champion of nonviolence in the fight for civil rights.
Redeem.
To compensate for the faults or bad aspects of something, to regain possession or assume ownership of something by paying a sum of money or fulfilling a condition, to rescue or save someone from a difficult or hopeless situation.
Examples:
Redeem a coupon. Redeem a government bond. He tried to redeem himself by volunteering at the local charity after his mistakes.
Stranglehold.
A grip that strangles or suffocates, an excessive grip or control.
Examples:
Escape their stranglehold. Information stranglehold. The monopoly has a stranglehold on the market, making it difficult for new businesses to compete.
Sharecropper.
A farmer who cultivates a piece of land owned by someone else, usually in exchange for a share of the crops produced.
Examples:
Sharecropper system. Sharecropper labor. Many sharecroppers in the South were impoverished and trapped in a cycle of debt.
Howl.
To make a prolonged, loud, mournful cry or noise, typically as a signal of distress, pain, or an intense emotion, to express one's strong feelings or emotions in a loud and unrestrained manner. Noun, a long, loud, mournful sound made by a person or an animal, often in response to pain, fear, or sadness.
Examples:
Howl at the moon. Howl of anger. The wolves began to howl in the distance as the sun set.
Shotgun.
A firearm that is designed to be fired from the shoulder and that typically fires several small metal balls or pellets called shot.
Examples:
A shotgun marriage. A 12-gauge shotgun. The robbers used a shotgun to threaten the store clerk.
Inhumane.
Lacking kindness, compassion, or sympathy.
Examples:
Inhumane act of the dictator. Inhumane conditions. The inhumane treatment of animals in the laboratory was unacceptable.
Fervent.
Characterized by intense or passionate emotion or enthusiasm, showing great warmth or devotion.
Examples:
Fervent supporter. Fervent belief. She had a fervent desire to pursue her passion and make a difference in the world.
Pave.
To cover something with a hard, flat material such as stones, bricks, or concrete to make it suitable for travel or use.
Examples:
Pave a new path. Pave a smoother road. They paved the courtyard with bricks, giving it a more polished appearance.
Seep.
To flow or leak slowly and gradually through small openings or spaces, to ooze or trickle out gradually.
Examples:
Seep cool and moist air. Seep into paper. The rain began to seep through the roof, causing damage to the walls and floors.
Doorway.
An opening in a wall for a door to fit into.
Examples:
A wide doorway. Doorway to success. He leaned against the doorway, waiting for her to come home.
Blouse.
A loose-fitting upper garment for women, typically having a collar, buttons, and sleeves.
Examples:
A lacy blouse. Blouse with sleeves. She paired her denim jeans with a delicate floral blouse.
Mire.
A wet, muddy ground or area that is difficult to walk or move through.
Examples:
Stick in the mire. Mire of debt. The project was bogged down in a mire of bureaucracy.
Quicksand.
A type of loose sand or soil that behaves like a liquid, capable of trapping and engulfing living beings or objects that become stuck in it. Dangerous or difficult situations that can trap or overwhelm people who find themselves in them.
Examples:
Escaping from quicksand. Sink in quicksand. During my hiking trip, I got stuck in quicksand and had to be rescued.
Volley.
A simultaneous discharge or release of multiple objects, often projectiles like arrows or bullets, a rapid and continuous series of utterances or actions.
Examples:
Volley of conversation. Volley of insults. The soldiers fired a volley of shots at the approaching enemy.
Stereotype.
A fixed and unvarying idea or image that people have about what someone or something is like, but which is often not true in reality and may cause hurt and offense.
Examples:
Avoid stereotype. Negative stereotypes. Changing stereotypes about LGBTQ requires considerable effort.
Invade.
To enter aggressively into another's territory by military force for conquest and occupation.
Examples:
Invade other tissues. Invade his privacy. I have no intention to invade your privacy.
Unequal.
Different in amount, size, degree, or value, not fair.
Examples:
Unequal distribution. Unequal opportunity. The income inequality in the country is becoming increasingly unequal.
Betray.
To reveal or deliver to an enemy by treachery or disloyalty, to reveal something unintentionally.
Examples:
Betray a friend. Betray confidence. He felt betrayed when his best friend revealed their secret to the enemy.
Drown.
To die or cause to die by being unable to breathe underwater.
Examples:
Drown in a bath. I was drowned in work. Floods have the potential to drown any subsurface animals easily.
Uniformity.
The state or quality of being the same or consistent in form, character, or action, the absence of variation or diversity.
Examples:
Lack of uniformity. Strive for uniformity. The uniformity of the products in this brand results from strict quality control measures.
Quo.
The existing state or condition of something, especially in relation to a particular situation or issue.
Examples:
Status quo politician. Quo warranto. The company has been successful in maintaining the status quo.
Humanize.
To make something or someone more humane or compassionate, to make something more relatable or understandable to humans.
Examples:
Humanize my pet. Humanize a room. The charity event aims to humanize the homeless rather than treat them as mere statistics.
Interlocking.
Fitting or locking together in a way that makes a continuous and secure whole.
Examples:
Interlocking braid. Interlocking mechanism. The interlocking puzzle pieces were difficult to separate.
Complicit.
Involved in or responsible for a wrongful or unethical act, often through inaction or silence, in cooperation with another person or group.
Examples:
complicit behavior, complicit in cover-up. The accomplice was complicit in the crime committed by her partner.
Quagmire.
A soft, muddy area that is difficult to walk or move through, a difficult or complicated situation, a dilemma or predicament.
Examples:
sink into a quagmire, quagmire debate. The company found itself in a legal quagmire, unable to resolve the issue without causing harm to its reputation.
Punitive.
Relating to or involving punishment or inflicting punishment, aimed at punishing or disciplining.
Examples:
punitive response, punitive damages. His co-workers deemed the punitive measures taken against the employee too harsh.
Vitriolic.
Bitter, acidic, or harsh in tone or language, expressing intense and vehement hatred or criticism, pertains to or derived from vitriol, equals an archaic name for certain sulfates, initially used to describe sulfuric acid.
Examples:
vitriolic assault, vitriolic discussion. Her vitriolic remarks caused much tension in the workplace.
Oppress.
To treat people in a cruel and authoritarian way, especially by denying them the same freedoms, rights, etc. as other people.
Examples:
oppress the minority, oppress the people with force. Historically, many countries have often oppressed certain religions to gain the support of the majority of the population.
Perpetuate.
To make something continue or prevail for a long time.
Examples:
perpetuate a myth, perpetuate chronic pain. That work perpetuates his fame.
Indulge.
To allow oneself or another person to have or enjoy something, especially something that is considered to be a luxury or treat.
Examples:
indulge in debauchery, indulge children. She indulged in a warm bath after a long day at work.
Bully.
A person who uses strength or power to harm or intimidate those who are weaker. Verb, to intimidate, harass, or mistreat someone weaker or less powerful.
Examples:
bully bystander, bully the weak. The schoolyard bully terrorized the other children and made their lives miserable.
Degrade.
To make something worse, especially in quality, to show or treat someone in a way that makes them see no value and do not have the respect or reasonable opinion of others.
Examples:
degrade his public image, degrade environmental quality. You should not degrade yourself by allowing them to use you.
Elevate.
To raise something from a lower to a higher position, to give a promotion to or assign to a higher position.
Examples:
Elevate educational standards. Elevate a close relationship. Eating food in a hurry elevates blood glucose levels.
Segregate.
To separate or set apart from others, often based on race, gender, or some other characteristic.
Examples:
Segregate by race. Segregate boys and girls. The school board decided to segregate students by the ability to meet their needs better.
Cannibal.
A person who eats the flesh or internal organs of other human beings, especially as a cultural or ritual practice.
Examples:
Cannibal tribe. Habitual cannibal. The horror movie portrayed a group of cannibals who hunted humans in the woods.